Yeah, I think it was a much needed rest for everyone, mentally, physically. Obviously, the year has been a crazy year for us. But no, it was good rest. And I thought this week was a really good week of training. It was physical, it was intense. We're coming off a win in a draw, so I think it built some momentum. And he always talks about how important momentum is. And we can go into Colorado and San Jose. I think we have some home games after that. So building momentum, that's a big part of it right now.
What do you take from the game in St. Louis? What can you take from that?
It's both the positive and negative. I mean, positive, of course, we go up and we can win the game, and we give the game away at the end. It's kind of been the story of the season. But no, I would say it's something to build off of, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Damien. Okay, Alex, now you can start. Hang on, we can't hear you. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Hi, John. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
good.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to ask you, you guys see 3 goals last game. I'm sure you guys have, looked at the film. I think, Marco post game was a little critical. Just how do you feel that you guys can kind of maybe, I would say connect better, but, kind of limit those moments where it felt like, the last goal at the end and that first goal as well. Just how do you feel like you and the back line are kind of just working on eliminating those moments?
Yeah, I think of course it's frustrating for the team and the back line, but we just need to communicate more. That's something that Danny's been stressing on us and the coaching staff. Can we eliminate some of those mistakes? We're solid most of the game, and then just those few little mistakes. I know I saw what Marco said. The team's really not beating us. We're just making the mistakes. That's the most frustrating part about it.
Yeah, and you guys right now are just trying to get as many points as you guys can for these next couple of games. So I'm assuming the mentality now is just focusing one game at a time. Are you guys kind of paying attention to standings around the league? I mean, anything can happen in MLS. You guys, possibly get into that playing game.
Yeah, no, like you said, anything can happen. It's it might be hard to look at the future and say, we want to make playoffs, but like you said, it's one training at a time, one game at a time, and then like I was saying a little earlier, we can get results on the road these next 2 games, and then come back and play the away games or the home games in front of our fans, and like I said, build momentum. But no, for me and the team, it's one game at a time.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, John, thanks so much for talking to us.
Yep.
You mentioned a little bit earlier that it's been a crazy season. With that break, was something like that needed to kind of shake off, any lingering badness from the start, and you guys kind of view the second half or returning from this break as the second half of the season, clean slate?
Yeah, no, I would definitely say a fresh start. The win and the tie is big, the momentum's big, but no, definitely a fresh start. The break was nice mentally, physically. But yeah, Vanny has been stressing this week. It's a clean slate. Second half of the season, a new season pretty much. Can we get going? Can we get some points on the road and then come back to our fans? But no, for sure, definitely a clean slate.
Just one more. You're coming off a pretty light June, but heading into a crazy July here. How are you preparing for that with Leagues Cup at the end of it too?
Yeah, it's a lot. I've been in the league for a while now, and 1 month could be only 2 games, and then the July month is always 6-7 games and Leagues Cup. No, it's a lot, but I would say everyone needs to be ready. Whether you play every minute or you haven't played at all, every guy has to be ready. They have to be ready to be. If it's 30 minutes, if it's the start of game, if it's Leagues Cup, no, but it's an opportunity to get things going. And Leagues Cup, it's another trophy to be won. We're not focusing on that right now yet, but looking forward, that's definitely something that could be attainable. I mean, we're playing at home for the first 3 games, so we know we're good at home. So yeah.